Yes. Okay. So now first news we are seeing about the language of Tangans. Tangans is very very important. Okay. Okay, sorry for the disturbance. Fine. Yeah, I was telling you about Tangams. Tangams were or Tangams were the is important language. This can be asked in your preliminary examinations. Remember, this language is spoken uh, in Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, who are Tangams and why exactly is a larger issue of eroding languages across linguistically diverse Arunachal Pradesh. ಈಗ ಇದನ್ನ ನಿಮ್ಮ preliminary examination ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಂಗಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೋಬಹುದು and mains perspective GS paper 1 where they had art and culture that is heritage of the India. At that time they can ask you a question about eroding languages. Okay, and in linguistically diverse states ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Not in perspective of only Arunachal Pradesh, in perspective of whole India. Okay, so that is mains perspective and prelims perspective. Very good. So hangagi ನೀವು what you should think is it's not about you should study about all the languages. One language ಗೆ ಏನ್ reasons ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ most of the time the same similar reasons will be for the other languages to get eradicate. Got it? So study of the critically endangered group of Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, so that was there. Who are Tangams? Tangams are the little known community within the larger Adi tribe. Adi tribe of Arunachal Pradesh ಅಲ್ಲಿ Tangams ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. Got it? Adi tribes belongs to Andhra Pradesh. Fine. So that is important thing. So all this is not important. Fine. And this is then second important thing is why are there are only 253 speakers? Just imagine one language is spoken only by 253 people. Okay. So as per UNESCO World Atlas of Endangered Languages. This is important for your preliminary examinations. UNESCO World Atlas of Endangered Languages. Tangam, an oral language that belongs to Tani group under the great Tibeto-Burman language family, marked critically endangered. Okay, critically endangered is not only about animal species. Critically endangered is also about the languages. Try to understand here that critically endangered or endangered thing is given by UNESCO World Atlas of the Endangered Languages. This is important point for your preliminary examinations. Okay, next. So all these Adi groups, nothing important fine. What about other languages in Arunachal Pradesh? Arunachal Pradesh ಅಲ್ಲಿ Mattinian languages has been classified into the languages of Arunachal Pradesh has been classified under Sino-Tibetan language family and more specifically under Tibeto-Burman and Thai group languages. Lolo-Burmish, Bodhik, Sal, Tani, Mishmi, Hrush, Thai. ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದೆಲ್ಲ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಡೋಂಟ್ ಬಾದರ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಇಟ್. ಬಟ್ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ you should understand Tangam language ಅಂತ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೇಬೇಕು ನೀವು because it is in the news. Okay, so Now coming to this, why are languages at risk? It is important. This is important for your mains GS paper 1 answer. The diversity of languages has led various communities to depend on English. Especially this happened in India also, because we have abundant amount of languages in India. Okay, so that is why we need to have a common language here to understand. See, if there is any communication between Tamil Nadu people and Karnataka people, we communicate with English. So we started depending on English. Assamese and colloquial variety of Hindi called Arunachali Hindi as the link of languages. Okay, ಇದು ಅರುಣಾಚಲ್ ಪ್ರದೇಶಿಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ಹೇಳ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ನಾನು, ಜನರಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. We depend on English. Many believe this shift has led to loss of native languages of tribal communities. Dependency on English has led to the loss of native languages, especially in tribal communities. Even the numerically larger tribes, okay, like many tribes, ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದೆಲ್ಲ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, many tribes exceed 10,000 mark are also not in safe of not safe from endangerment. Usually people, even though there are 10,000 plus people who belongs to the particular tribe, it's not, they are also vulnerable for extinction. Okay, so that is very important thing. Okay, so this is it. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂತ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇವಾಗ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂಶ ಏನು ತಗೊಂಡು, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಗಾಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿಸ್ ನ್ಯೂಸ್. ಒನ್ is Tangam language, second thing is Arunachal Pradesh, third thing is Tangam language, Arunachal Pradesh UNESCO World Atlas of Endangered Languages list ಅಲ್ಲಿ it is critically endangered. And why it is critically endangered? First of all, it belongs to Tibeto-Burman language family. Why it is critically endangered? It is because of our dependency on common languages like Hindi or English ಅಂತಾನು ಬರೀಬಹುದು. Fine, common languages like Hindi or English because of diversity in the languages in India. One of the reason. Okay, ಇನ್ನು ಸಾವಿರ reasons ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, but ಇದು one of the reason. You should write it in your main answers. Now coming to this thing, recently Kuwait has drafted a bill wherein it is sending nearly 30% of Indians to the back to our country. Okay, so that I think you guys know it. Many Indians are going to lose the jobs. Okay, now the Kuwait National Assembly is discussing several proposals to reduce the share of foreigners in country's population, which is now pegged 70%. There are many proposals under consideration. One of to put caps on the number of immigrants in the country. Immigrants in the sense foreign countries in the Ilibrantor. So I'm really sorry. Okay, immigrants in the country. So in this plan is that Indians should not exceed 15% of the Kuwaiti citizens, while Egyptians, Bangladeshi, Filipinos, among others, must not exceed 10%. Try to understand here. They have addressed our concerns because India is having large number of Indian diasporas are there. Okay, in Indian, large number of Indian diasporas are there in Kuwait. They have given us 15% of chances, but the other countries must not exceed 10%. Are you understanding? That means yes, we are actually trying to have a negotiation. The head of Parliamentary Human Resource Development Committee had told us drastic reduction of number of expatriates. Okay, measures are impossible though everyone appears agree principles. Okay, that's not important thing. Now, where is the proposal headed? Kuwait's Prime Minister Sheikh Sabah Al Khalid Al Hamad Al Sabah. Fine, let us not remember his name. Fine, you cannot even remember his name. Just Kuwait's Prime Minister had said the ideal population structure is to have 70% Kuwaitis, 30% non-Kuwaitis. Okay, the our country policy napa. Fine, they want 30% outsiders and only 70%, at least 70% must be their population. Currently, it is the other way around. Such a turnaround will require drastic and impossible reduction in the country's total population. The concerns about the proposal. Currently, it is other way around. Andre, currently, 30% are Kuwaitis. Okay, and 70% are non-Kuwaitis. Fine. So why actually proposal came? Because obviously Kuwaitis are minorities in Kuwait. Kuwaitis are minority in Kuwait. Out of population of 4.3 millions, Kuwaitis are only 1.3 million. Identa nodappa country, a country where 3 million people are foreigners. 1.3 million are the native people. Okay, it's like Bangalore. Bangalore is a city where native Bangaloreans are very less, but the other country members are huge. Okay, so that is why obviously they have taken this decision of not exceeding many people, whereas Now ಇಂಡಿಯಾಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಇಂಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಗಲ್ಫ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ವೆರಿ ಓಪನ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಸಿಟಿಸನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮೈನಾರಿಟಿ and Indian working with Gulf Corporation Council. This is important for you. GCC, GCC countries, Gulf Cooperation countries. I think I have told you in my background classes many times why Gulf Cooperation Council was formed. What was the purpose of Gulf Cooperation Council? One line ಹೇಳಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. I have told you many times. Gulf Cooperation Council is a very good Samarsian Reddy to counter Iran. Fine. To stop the influence of Iran, Gulf Cooperation Council was mainly formed. Got it? Absolutely right. Very good. Very good. Fine. See, who are the nations? So Gulf Cooperation Council, Subco Q. I have given you the word also. Subco Q. Remember this. 6 countries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Subco Q. Saudi Arabia, UAE, Bahrain, Kuwait, Oman, Qatar. Okay, you should remember this. New mnemonics madidre matra you can remember the words. Okay, very good. To stop Iran and Arab uprising. Okay, very good, very good. Fine, very good. You guys know the fact. So these countries, Gulf Cooperation Council countries, obviously are not open with their employment. This thing that is population data. In the past, high unemployment among the natives, economic crisis, demographic imbalance has triggered movement of nationalization of the workers. Arab Spring. Arab Spring started from which country? Arab Spring started from which country? This is your UPSC prelims question. GSCC is also UPSC prelims question already asked, and Arab Spring is also important question. Tunisia, very good. Arab uprising started from Tunisia. Got it. Now, those who does not understand the background, many people does not understand why GCC is formed and why it is opposing Iran. For them, I'll put a background video today so that they can understand clearly. Fine. I have extensively done, I think around 20 to 30 hours of 20 hours, minimum 20 hours of background classes. Okay, which I will only background classes. I think we'll provide you through the platform. So kindly wait for the platform, either Google Drive or anywhere. I'll speak with the management. I'll provide you so that to those who does not have a knowledge regarding the background of current affairs, watch that videos for 20 hours. Okay, and then if you read the newspaper, you will have complete understanding of the current affairs. Okay, Arab Spring started actually because of high unemployment, economic crisis, and demographic imbalance. Very good. Okay, but illೊಂದು important point ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, that is non-democratic nature of the society. Fine, or the polity in those countries. Fine. So what is profile of Indian community in Kuwait? ಇದು ನಮಗೆ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಕುವೈತ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಗಲ್ಫ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಬ್ ಇಂದ ತೆಗೆಯೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನು ಇಂಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? Fine. 10,000 Indian nationals who have overstayed their visas. The Indian national community in Kuwait has been growing 5 to 6% per annum ಹೋಗ್ತಾ grow ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. Okay, until economic crisis triggered. Fine. Everybody obviously economic crisis ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಸೇಫ್ ಇರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಲಾರ್ಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪಾಟ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ ದೆನ್ ಈಜಿಪ್ಟಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಕುವೈತ್. ಬರೀ ಕುವೈತಿನ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇದನ್ನ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಗಲ್ಫ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಕುವೈತ್, ಸೌದಿ, UAE, ಫೈನ್, ಬಹರೈನ್, ಕುವೈತ್, ಕತಾರ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೋ ಅಬೌಟ್ 1.6 lakhs ಆರ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್, ಅಬೌಟ್ 60,000. ಫೈನ್. ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಏನೇನ್ ಜಾಬ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ಸ್? ಸಿ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್. 7.5 lakh Indians are there. Okay, 2.5 lakh women are there. That means nearly 10 lakh either. 10 lakh Indians, 1 million Indians, nearly population of ನಾವು ಕುವೈತ್ ಇದ್ದಷ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಫೈನ್. ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಜಾಬ್ ನಾವು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಅವರು ಬೇಜಾರಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಫೈನ್. ಫಾರಿನ್ ಕಂಪ್ನೀಸ್, ಫಾರಿನ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿಯಿಂದ ಬಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಜಾಬ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಬೇಜಾರಾಗುತ್ತೋ, ಬಟ್ ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಕಾನ್ಫ್ಲಿಕ್ಟ್ ರೈಟ್ ನೌ, ಅಂಡ್ ರೈಟ್ ನೌ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ jobs also. What is India's response? It is important. One thing is Indians ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಇದಾರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 1 million ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಿ. Okay. Second thing is what is India's response? That is we share excellent bilateral ties with the deeply rooted people to people linkages. Indian community in Kuwait is well regarded in Kuwait, elsewhere in also Gulf region. So we have shared our expectations that Kuwait's decision will not take into account. ಫೈನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಕನ್ಸರ್ನ್ ನಾವು ಹೇಳಿದೀವಿ, ನೋಡೋಣ ಫೈನಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ ಅರೌಂಡ್ 8 million ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಇನ್ GCC ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್. ಟೋಟಲ್ GCC ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇವಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೀವಿ? 80 lakh ಪೀಪಲ್. ಮೈ ಗಾಡ್, 80 lakh. 80 lakh ಅಲ್ಲಿ 10 ಲಕ್ಷ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಪೀನಟ್. Got it? Okay, 80 lakh ಅಲ್ಲಿ 10 ಲಕ್ಷ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಪೀನಟ್. Okay, so 8 million people in Kerala, around 2.1 million of them from the one state, that is Kerala. ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಕೇರಳ people of Kerala actually go to these countries. Fine. Other major contributors to Indian expatriate communities are Uttar Pradesh. Okay, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಮ್ದು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಡಯಾಸ್ಪೋರಾಸ್, ಐ ಮೀನ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಡೆಮೋಗ್ರಫಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಬಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಕೇರಳ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಗೋಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ 80 lakh. It's not a small thing. Just imagine, in case if all the GCC countries start sending us back, ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ರೇಂಜಿಗೆ ಅನ್ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Got it? So let's see exactly what is going to happen. Nationalization of government jobs can be achieved to significant extent, but private sector will continue to draw majority of its workforce from abroad. Okay, whatever it is, in case a renewed push of nationalization of jobs, GCC countries ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇವಾಗ ಜಾಬ್ಸ್ ನ, ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಇಂದ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಜಾಬ್ಸ್. ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಓನ್ಲಿ ದ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ those countries, that is people of those countries will get the job, but nationalization of the government jobs can be achieved to a significant extent. But private sector nor obviously ಹೊರಗಡೆಯಿಂದ ಕರ್ಸ್ಕೊತಾರೆ. It is my wish, right? So what is exactly the gist of this news? ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಒಂದು Kuwait is doing this, that is brought a new policy wherein it is impacting around 10 lakh population, that is 10 lakh ಅಲ್ಲಿ 15% ಅಂದ್ರೆ 8.5 ಲಕ್ಷ Indians are going to come back to India if this case, in case if it is implemented. One thing. Second thing is, Indians are not only in Kuwait, Indians are actually in GCC countries, which is huge number. 80 lakh Indians are there, especially from belong Kerala. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗೋದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಜನ. From Kerala state is the largest state which the citizens of which are being to these GCC countries. And GCC ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಿ, Arabs uprising ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಿ. Fine. Now coming to this, what is India's reaction? India has tried to convey ಆ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಏನು ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. Fine. Now coming to this, finally reason is because obviously jobs, unemployment. Okay, next. Coming to this news, pangolin. ತುಂಬಾ ಸತಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ pangolin is very very important for your preliminary examinations. From down to earth I have picked pangolin. So because that recently pangolin was actually in news because there is a rumor that a bat bird with coronavirus came in contact with pangolin, and pangolin became the host of this coronavirus, and this has been consumed by man in Wuhan, due to which zoonotic diseases coronavirus have spread ಅಂತ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಫೈನ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಪ್ಯಾಂಗೋಲಿನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಅವಾಗ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಹಂಟೆಡ್ ಟ್ರಾಫಿಕ್ಡ್ ಎನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಇದು, ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಟ್ರಾಫಿಕ್ಡ್ ವೈಲ್ಡ್ ಎನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್, ವೈಲ್ಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮಲ್ ಇನ್ ದ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್. Pangolin is the most trafficked wild mammal in the world. Why? Because of these scales. ಈ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ಸಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಅದನ್ನ ಟ್ರಾಫಿಕಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಈ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ಸ್ ನ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇದು ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ಸ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಫೈನ್. ಬಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ದ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ಬಿನ್ ವಿಲಿಡ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಟು ದ ಎಮರ್ಜೆನ್ಸಿ ಆಫ್ ಕೊರೋನಾ ವೈರಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೌ ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2014 to 18, if you see the data between 4 years, you can see the increasing tenfold, 10 times the hunt, or like trafficking is increased 10 times. Now who will actually look after these seizures? United Nations Office of Drugs and Crime. ಈ ತರ ವೈಲ್ಡ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಸೀಸರ್ಸ್ ಇವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಯುನೈಟೆಡ್ ನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಡ್ರಗ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕ್ರೈಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಈಗ ನಮಗೆ ಚೈನಾ ಅಕೌಂಟೆಡ್ ಫಾರ್ 99% ಆಫ್ ದ ಲೀಗಲ್ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ಯಾಂಗೋಲಿನ್. ಪ್ಯಾಂಗೋಲಿನ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಆಗೋದು ಚೈನಾದಲ್ಲಿ. ನೋ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ನಾವು ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಪ್ಯಾಂಗೋಲಿನ್, ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ನೋ ಮಚ್ ಮೋರ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಪ್ಯಾಂಗೋಲಿನ್. ಇನ್ನು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಪ್ಯಾಂಗೋಲಿನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ಇಷ್ಟು ಸಾಲದಾಗಲ್ಲ. Now coming to pangolin. Pangolins are the mammals. ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಫಸ್ಟ್ we should see this thing. IUCN status. Where is IUCN status? Vulnerable. Vulnerable on the red list of threatened species, that is IUCN. IUCN ಸ್ಪೀಸೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಲ್ನರಬಲ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಫೌಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಫೈನ್, ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಪೀಸೀಸ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಎಸ್ ಚಿಪ್ಪು ಹಂದಿ. ಫೈನ್, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಎಸ್ ಚಿಪ್ಪು ಹಂದಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ದಟ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಯುವರ್ pangolin. Now coming to this Guntur Chili. Guntur Chili was in news because Guntur Chili ಏನಾದರೂ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಲಿ, that is not a matter. But the thing is, Guntur Chili is given geographical indication tag. Guntur state is in Andhra Pradesh. These two are very very important thing for your preliminary examinations. Fine. Guntur and its surrounding areas like Andhra Pradesh is well known for cultivation. So Guntur belongs to Andhra Pradesh state. This is important thing. Guntur chilies are exported to Canada, Asian countries, Europe. Important thing. GI means geographical indication tag. GI tag in the sense geographical indication tag. Very very important for your prelims. Geographical indication tag andre ಏನು? Simple. What is meant by geography? Geography ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು region. Okay. Now for example, Tirupati is a region. ತಿರುಪತಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಫುಡ್ ಐಟಮ್, ಎನಿ ಫುಡ್ ಐಟಮ್ ಅಥವಾ ಎನಿ ತರಕಾರಿ, ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೇ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ತಿರುಪತಿ ಲಡ್ಡು. ತಿರುಪತಿ ಲಡ್ಡು ಈಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಜಿಯೋಗ್ರಫಿಕಲ್ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಶನ್ ಟ್ಯಾಗ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಲಡ್ಡು ಜೊತೆಗೆ ತಿರುಪತಿ ಸೇರೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅವಾಗ. ಅಷ್ಟು ಫೇಮಸ್ ತಿರುಪತಿ ಲಡ್ಡು, ನೆನಪಿರ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ. ಫೈನ್. ಸೊ ತಿರುಪತಿ ಲಡ್ಡು ಈಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಜಿಯೋಗ್ರಫಿಕಲ್ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಶನ್ ಟ್ಯಾಗ್. ಇದರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಥಿಂಗ್, ಒಂದು ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟಿಗೆ. ಥರ್ಡ್ ಥಿಂಗ್, ಡೂಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ಸ್. ಇಫ್ ಎನಿಬಡಿ, ನಾನೇನಾದ್ರು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ತಿರುಪತಿ ಲಡ್ಡು ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದನ್ನ ತಿರುಪತಿ ಲಡ್ಡು ಅಂತ ಪ್ರಮೋಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ಜೈಲಿಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ. ರೈಟ್. ಫೈನ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಜಿಯೋಗ್ರಫಿಕಲ್ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಶನ್ ಟ್ಯಾಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಟು ಪ್ರಿಸರ್ವ್ ದಟ್ ಹೆರಿಟೇಜ್, ಪ್ರಿಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ, ಹೆರಿಟೇಜ್ ನ ಪ್ರಿಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಜಿಯೋಗ್ರಫಿಕಲ್ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಶನ್ ಟ್ಯಾಗ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಫೈನ್. ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಫೇಮಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಕ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಫೇಮಸ್. ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಫೇಮಸ್ ಅಂತ ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳಕ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಜಿಯೋಗ್ರಫಿಕಲ್ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಶನ್ ಟ್ಯಾಗ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಜಿಯೋಗ್ರಫಿಕಲ್ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಶನ್ ಟ್ಯಾಗ್, ನಾವು ತಿರುಪತಿ ಲಡ್ಡುನ ಅಪ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಒಂದು ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಆ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟೀಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆನೂ ಇರಬೇಕು. ನೋಡಿ. ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ಅವರು ಇಂಗ್ರೀಡಿಯೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ. ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಸಿ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಇಂಗ್ರೀಡಿಯೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬೀನ್ ಪುಟ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ತಿರುಪತಿ ಲಡ್ಡು. ದೆನ್ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇನ್ ಈಜಿಪ್ಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ಇಟಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಫ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಹಿಡಿಬಹುದು ಅವರು. ಬಟ್ ರೈಟ್ ನೋ ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಸಚ್ ಪ್ರಾವಿಷನ್ ವೇರ್ ಇನ್ ಇಫ್ ಐ ಸೆಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಡೂಪ್ಲಿಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾನು ಏನಾದ್ರು ಸೆಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಹಿಡಿಯಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಫೈನ್. ಬೇರೆ ಆರ್ ಅದರ್ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಟರ್ಮರಿಕ್ ಪೌಡರ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದು. ದಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಬಟ್ ಇದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. Fine. Now coming to this LAC, that is finally we are coming to LAC standoff. Finally ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ, as I told you, ನಾನು ಅವತ್ತೇ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ I think we have been discussing this from 1 month. 1 month ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಮೆಕ್ಮೋಹನ್ ಲೈನ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಎಲ್ಲದೂ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಗಲ್ವಾನ್ ವ್ಯಾಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಯು ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಡಿಪ್ಲೊಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕಲಿ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ಡ್. ಇದು ಫೈನಲಿ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗೇ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಡಿಪ್ಲೊಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕಲಿ, ಅಂಡ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ನ್ಯೂಸ್. ಫೈನ್. ಅವರು ಹಿಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಾವು ಹಿಂದೆ ತಗೋತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಫೈನ್. ಸೊ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದೇರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಅಂಡ್ ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಇದು ಗಲ್ವಾನ್ ವ್ಯಾಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಪ್ಯಾಂಗಾಂಗ್ ಸಾ ಲೇಕ್ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ನೀವು. This is very very important. This is Aksai Chin region. Fine. Galwan Valley, Pangong Lake. This is Ladakh. Union Territory of Ladakh, Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Illi barodu conflict of Johnson line and McDonald line. Arunachal Pradesh hatra barodu McMahon line. Illi McDonald line. Don't get confused. Okay. Now finally ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, is they are taking this back and finally issue resolve ಆಗಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಹತ್ತತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಕೈಂಡ್ಲಿ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಎಂತದೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ನೀವು ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಓದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೀಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್. Okay. Now coming to NatGrid. NatGrid was in today's news. NatGrid was in today's news. And now what do you mean by NatGrid? NatGrid is National Intelligence Grid. Okay. So it's integrated intelligence master database structure for counterterrorism purpose, connecting the databases of various core security agencies under Government of India. What are the security agencies of Government of India? Okay, that is very very important thing. Fine. So in case ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನ ಮರ್ತೋಗಿದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಸಾರಿ. ಗುಂಟೂರು ಚಿಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಿಮಗೆ ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮಿನರಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮಿನರಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ಸ್. ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ GS ಪೇಪರ್ 3 ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟೆಲೆಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಪ್ಯಾಂಗೋಲಿನ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಿಮಗೆ ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಜನರಲ್ ಸ್ಟಡೀಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ 3 ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಸರ್ವೇಷನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮಿನರಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. And GCC and all international relations GS paper 2. Sorry, I forgot to link it with your syllabus, because whenever you read current affairs you should link it with your syllabus. Now coming to NatGrid. NatGrid is important for your GS paper 3 security agencies, various security agencies and their mandate ಅಂತ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ನಾಟ್ ಗ್ರಿಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್. ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಸೆವರಲ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ಸ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಏಜೆನ್ಸೀಸ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ. ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯು ನೇಮ್ ಎನಿ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಏಜೆನ್ಸೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ? ಯಾವ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಏಜೆನ್ಸೀಸ್ ಇದಾವೆ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ? ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯು ನೇಮ್? ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್, ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. CBI, NIA, RAW, Intelligence Bureau, absolutely right. So what do you think is simple concept? Intelligence Bureau illida. Okay. CBI is here. Got it? No. NIA, National Investigation Agency is here. Now, RAW, Research and Analysis Wing is here. Now what happens is, now I have enough amount of study. Okay, I have done lot of amount of studies about Masoor Asad ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ತುಂಬಾ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. Fine, that is CBI officer. So I keep that in my official records. But since there is no connection between CBI or IB or RAW, when IB wants to track Masoor Asad, okay, so what happens is they don't have enough information. So that is why there is a connectivity between all these security agencies. All the data have been shared. Got it? All these security agencies can access each other's data. Okay, this accessing is given through National Intelligence Grid. This is called NatGrid. Okay, so came to existence after 2008 Mumbai attack. 2008 Mumbai attacks ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ, after 2008 Mumbai attacks, government have taken terrorism very very seriously. That is where NIA is also created. Fine. So yes, the appointment is being okay. So appointed Ashok Patnaik as a chief executive officer of the NatGrid. The appointment is being seen as government's effort to revive the project. As of 2019, NatGrid is headed by Indian Police Service Officer Ashish Gupta. Ministry of Home Affairs recently has announced to Parliament that project NatGrid will also require physical infrastructure be completed. Idina process allide NatGrid. Okay, so the whole master database is going to be live by December 31st. That is New Year 2021 New Year ge nimage gift kodtaro. It is accessible to only authorized people from 10 security agencies. Okay, so sumne siksikkarigella access kodalla. 10 security agencies. Which are those 10 security agencies? You must understand. National Investigation Agency, Research and Analysis Wing, RAW, Intelligence Bureau, CBI, Financial Intelligence Unit, CBDT, that is Central Board of Direct Taxes, DRI, Department of Revenue Intelligence, Enforcement Directorate, Narcotic Control Bureau, CBIC, and Directorate of General of GST Intelligence. Okay, you should study all these security agencies in detail for your mains examination. Your mains examination is ಓದಲೇಬೇಕು. Okay, now coming to the next decision taken by Supreme Court. Supreme Court has taken a decision where disabled people must be entitled to the same benefits of SC/ST. Okay, this is very very important judgment by Supreme Court. Disabled people are equivalent to the benefits that is entitled to SC/ST. Simple. ಇಷ್ಟೇ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಈ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. Importance is that in case I have 100 seats, okay, in case 100 seats ಇದೆ, okay, or else let us do like this. PUC examination ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿರ್ತೀರಾ, those who are eligible for your engineering ಒಂದು ಎಲಿಜಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. 50% minimum for general merit, 45% for OBC, 40% for SC/STs. Okay, ಈಗ OBC and handicaps ಅಥವಾ OBC and differently disabled people ಅಥವಾ disabled ಅಥವಾ ದಿವ್ಯಾಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ದಿವ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾನು ಇಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. Got it? Why? Because 45 percentage is actually higher than what is quoted for SC/ST people. So it must be equivalent for the disabled people. ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Fine. So they must be given equal benefits that is given for SC/ST people. PWD ಅಂತಾನೂ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. Got it? So that is what is given in today's statement. That sentence is very important. Now coming to this thing. Now recently you have seen that China and US relationship is tampering, whereas China's and Iran's relationship is growing closer. Okay, so in trade and also military relationship, this is very very important thing. ಇದು ಮುಂಚೆಯಿಂದನೂ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಇದ್ರು, ಇವಾಗ ಇನ್ನ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. You know that even China is also adversary of United States. Iran is the biggest adversary of United States. Okay, CAATSA is applied on which countries? CAATSA is applied on Iran, North Korea and Russia. Fine. Iran and China have drafted economic and security partnership. Okay. So billions of dollars Chinese investments will be there in Iran now. Iran was under sanctions and now China is not at all giving any heed for the sanctions. China or United States in sanctions they are doing military cooperation, they are doing economic cooperation with whom? With Iran. Okay, this is important news here. So idanna innu belita hogutte news. This news will not stop. This news will actually start developing. Okay, so ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು you should read this article clearly. Got it? So these are the important news for today, and I hope we completed the class very early today. I'll publish these articles on your links. ನಿಮ್ಮ group ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕ್ತೀನಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ articles na. Go through this article. Now what should you do? From today we are going to start an assignment which will help for you in your mains examination also. Prelims exam go help ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, mains examination go help ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. What is that? I am going to give you one important topic of the day. Okay, one important topic of the day which is helpful for you in your mains examinations. Every day we will read about this topic and we will collect the information about that topic. Fine. Now ಈ ವಾರ ಮೇನ್ಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್, ಮೇನ್ಸ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಗೆ ಹತ್ರ ಆಗೋ ತರ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಯಾವ್ದು ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ? ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಥಿಂಕ್? ನಾನು ನೀವೇ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಇವಾಗ. ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಪೀಕಿಂಗ್ ಸಿನ್ಸ್ 2-3 ಈ ವೀಕಲ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಬಟ್ಟೆ ಅಂಡ್ ಇದು ಆಗಿರೋದು ಯಾವುದು ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಇದೆ? ಟೆಲ್ ಮಿ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಮೇನ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್. Very good. Railways privatization, technology, Galwan Valley. Okay, geographical locations in Union territories of Ladakh and okay, online classes. Very good, very good, very good. Fine. So now 100% askable question ಇಂದ ನಾವು ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಓಕೆ, ನಮಗೆ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು ಕೇಳದೇ ಇರಬಹುದು ಅನ್ನೋ ಡೌಟ್ಫುಲ್ ಬೇಡ. 100% askable questions we will go. Fine. So what we'll do, we will take first issue as China, India, dispute. India-China dispute. Okay, so India-China dispute we will take, and what we will do in India-China dispute? In India-China dispute, what can we do is that first thing what you should analyze here. Step by step ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ದಿನ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗೋಣ. Fine. So India-China dispute first you should understand is the geography between India and China. That is border shared between India and China. ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ನಾಳೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಬನ್ನಿ. Okay, border shared between India and China plus conflict in these borders. ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ regional conflict ಇದೆ? Like McMahon line, McDonald line, Johnson line, and what is the conflict? Conflict ಏನು? Okay, ಇಷ್ಟೇ ನಾಳೆಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಮೇನ್ಸ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಟಾಪಿಕ್. Got it? This is very, very important. And you are try to understand here how I have framed this thing. How have I framed this daily plan is that Saturday, Sunday, I have given you for the break. Okay, I have given you break for Saturday, Sunday. It's not break actually. Saturday, Sunday, you guys must do the revisions, because what is happening here, what I am observing is that most of the people are running behind only reading materials. Okay, so now you people are forgetting that reading does not give you a result. Okay, reading revision, reading revision plus writing. You should read, you should revise and write. This is very, very important thing. Saturday, Sunday, you must revise. Okay, whatever you have read for the last 5 days. Sunday, you should read only current affairs and you should revise. Fine. Okay, fine. Got it. Fine. Samarth, can you name who is the who is posting very bad messages? Can you just name, because I'm not getting who is that fellow? Who is that Prashant Kalburgi? Prashant Kalburgi, you are out of the class from tomorrow. Okay, I'll not allow you to attend my class from tomorrow. This is what happens. Okay, so I'm really fed up of, we need to find some solution for this. Okay, thank you. Anyways, we'll meet tomorrow, and as soon as possible, I'm going to upload these background classes. I'll make sure the management to upload the background classes. Fine. Okay, thank you so much.